Hey guys, so Lord here, back in with another action figure review, and today we're going to stir up some controversy, because today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Deluxe Theatrical Edition. What a stupid title. Batman Returns Michael Keaton Batman, brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys. Spoiler alert, these aren't worth $35 to $40. These are literally $20 action figures in collector edition packaging that they're charging more money for some reason, even though they don't come with as much accessories as collector edition figures, and barely come with enough accessories compared to some of the $20 releases. Because not for nothing, remember Silver Age Batman came with 3 sets of hands, a batarang, and a dog. This guy doesn't have that. So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Michael Keaton has to offer. Starting off with a collectible trading card. Bio on the back. I will say, cardstock seems decent on this wave. Very slick cards, if I do say so myself. But that's all they are, is cards. It's nothing to write home about. We also get a pair of grip hands, one of which having a trigger finger, the other one not having a trigger finger. Of course, for those grip hands, we get a slightly oversized batarang, not nearly as bad as some of the comic book offerings, as well as a grapple gun with a humongous handle. Is that accurate? Seems oversized, but at any rate, that's all you get. You get the no more. Well, you get the hockey puck display stand. But here's the figure. I believe he has some reuse with the 89 suit because, well, they came out relatively close to each other. But as far as, like, not to be premature overall quality or anything, this is not any better than a regular McFarlane figure. I feel like people have their, for lack of a better term, nostalgia goggles on when it comes to this wave because, oh, it's Batman Returns, oh my god, and they bust a load all over it. When in reality, these are pretty average releases that just so happen to be wearing Batman Returns clothing. Am I saying they're bad? No. Am I saying they're worth the hype? No. Not even close. But as far as articulation goes, like the real 89 suit, poor Michael Keaton can only rotate his head. There is no up or down or anything. Granted, this is an action figure. They could have done that. I don't think anyone would have minded, but it is suit accurate that he can't do, well, shit with his neck. His shoulders go out, back down, or rotate forward and back. He's got the beautiful butterfly rotator cap thingy. He's got a bicep swivel. Crunchy double elbow. Works fine. Then he does have ball hinge wrists that will hinge, rotate, and swivel. All that fun stuff. Diaphragm joint does not move forward at all. Moves back, but you want forward, you ain't getting forward. You get some rotation out of it. You get some tilt out of it. But you are not getting forward. Waist, you get a little tiny quiver forward. But once again, you mostly get back. I still wonder how that is a thing in 2020. Well, it's 2026 as the time this is going up, but 2025 tech. Still relevant, because we're doing some housekeeping. But at any rate, still wonder why that's a thing. Like, why can't they lean forward? Really? The hips, kick out, kick down, forward, back. Not really any thigh swivel to speak of. What about on this side? Nope. Next to nothing. Yeah, it's not really not really meant to do anything, unfortunately. We do get a double knee that doesn't look atrocious. We do get ball hinge ankles that will rotate, hinge, pivot, and then he's got a toe hinge. And to my understanding, these boots aren't even accurate, so it is what it is. Something isn't accurate about the suit. I can't remember if it's the boots or something else. He does have a wired cape made out of the stupid crinkle sack shit, but yeah, it's all right. I mean, I got a Michael Keaton from the Flashpoint movie a couple years ago, and say what you will about that figure. He cost $20, came with the same amount of accessories, possibly the same accessories, I can't remember for sure, but he also had a better cape. Granted, it wasn't wired, but it was more of like the t-shirt material that I prefer, and I don't know, possibly even a better Keaton likeness. I know one of the older Keatons has a better likeness to this guy, but at any rate, with that being said, I think it is now time that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Mac Keaton alongside the rest of this deluxe theatrical wave for Batman Returns that I currently have in my possession anyways. Don't have the Platinum Max Shrek, but we do have the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman and Danny DeVito Penguin. Spoiler alert, Penguin's probably my favorite of this wave. But as you can see, I think the scaling is alright here. I'm not sure what the accuracy level is, but for me, personally, I think it's alright. So getting these two out of the way, so we can make way for our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Manibelith, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who is not towering over everyone, but he is a little bit taller. I know Michael Keaton's a shorter fella, so that makes sense. So that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and I'm going to tell you right now, the only thing deluxe about these figures is the price tag, because as I mentioned earlier, I got a Michael Keaton Batman a few years back for like $20. Only thing he didn't have was a wire in the cape. But, to his credit, he had way better material in the cape, in my opinion. However, if you want a Michael Keaton Batman from Batman Returns, this is fine. There's nothing remotely wrong with this figure, unless you wanted a little bit more head articulation, which I do understand your argument, but I guess this is costume accurate. Poor Michael Keaton could barely turn his neck, let alone look up and down in this suit, so I get it. But for what you're getting, no. This is definitely not worth $35 to $40. But if you want it, by all means. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Till next time, I'll catch you guys later.